Hey everyone, welcome to the show. I have breaking news that just came out today. This is about a second Epstein video that's being withheld. So this was reported by CBS News. They conducted an investigation, and I don't know if you guys had heard about this, but there's a second video out there that shows an orange shape, and it was moving toward Epstein's cell. It was moving up a staircase towards Epstein's cell. And they're reporting that this quote unquote mysterious orange shape was recorded ascending the stairs where Epstein's cell was located. So federal investigators had previously said, oh, well, you know what? That's just an officer, and he was carrying inmates' clothing. He was carrying their uniforms on that final night. This was on the night he died. And so other people are looking at this and going, no, like that is not in any way, shape, or form what's going on here. So here's what's being reported. A retired NYPD sergeant, a New York Police Department sergeant, his name is Connor McCourt. He is a forensic video expert. So he looked at these recordings, or he looked at the image, I should say, and he told CBS News, no, I totally disagree with that. That doesn't make any sense. That is not what happened. So this was determined by the Inspector General's office for the Department of Justice. So this former cop, who's now a forensic video expert, said, quote, "It's more likely it's a person in an orange uniform, more specifically a person wearing an orange inmate jumpsuit." So I'm going to bring this photo up for you guys so you can see it yourself, because you can see like the whole image, the whole person is in orange. If it was just somebody carrying their outfits, it would be, especially if it's a man, it would just be orange in front of them. It would just be up higher, right? It wouldn't be the entire person. So as I said, this orange figure that you see on your screen, it traveled up the stairs to Epstein's cell block. This was around 10:40 p.m. on August 9th of 2019, the night he died. So that's their official response. Oh, this was, just an officer, just carrying uniforms. And CBS reported that this second camera's footage could provide very crucial evidence, but it's being withheld. Yeah. So video forensics expert, a guy named Jim Stafford, he told CBS, quote, "To say that there's no way that someone could get to the stairs up to his room without being seen is false." And four other experts in this same field agreed with this guy. Also, CBS, their report noted that the raw, quote unquote, raw footage that Pam Bondi was supposedly giving all of us from the night of his death, as we all know, it turns out, no, it's not raw footage. And the reason they know that, well, in part that it's not raw footage is because, number one, it's missing that 1 to 3 minutes that's been reported. Also, experts have looked at the source code of the video and found that, no, it was edited. It was very clearly edited by Adobe software. And then the other thing that experts are pointing out now is that in one shot of this video, you can see a cursor. You can see a computer, like a mouse cursor hovering on the screen. So they're saying very clearly this was a screenshot, that this footage was screen recorded from the original video. Why would you need to do that? Right? I mean, if you're the Justice Department, you are in charge of the Bureau of Prisons. If you say to them, we want the actual footage. We want the raw video of the night he died, of this cell block area. Why would they not give that to you? You're their boss, right? You could defund them. You could take away all their funding. Poof, prison's gone. Why would they not comply with you? Why would you need to take a screen recording of that video? And then, as I've mentioned, going back to the issue of whether or not somebody could have gotten to him through a different entrance, we have had multiple people now come forward who have been inside of that prison and say that staircase and that entryway, that doorway, and that common area that they're showing you, that's just one of the ways to get to Epstein's cell block area. There are other ways up there, multiple other ways. So it is absurd for them to try to pass all of this off and for everybody to think, oh, yeah, no, they're telling us the truth. See how forthright they're being. See how transparent they're being. I mean, this is the most sloppy cover-up in history. like, like you could do it in the right way, but it's like they didn't even try that hard to cover their tracks. I mean, I guess that's one good thing about the Trump administration, right? About them being so inept and so incompetent is that they suck at it. They suck at trying to cover their tracks. So yeah, Donald Trump needs better liars, apparently, in his administration. So that's what we found out today. This is like the big news. So anyway, and I apologize, guys, for not recording yesterday. I had like a life or death experience. Like it was harrowing at one point. Not for me, but for the ants that invaded my pantry. As you can tell, I came out the victor. It was bad for them for a while there. I have to tell you, like I turned into Liam Neeson at one point. I was like, I will find you. I have a certain type of skills. I have my tool, the extension from my vacuum cleaner out, and I felt like a Ghostbuster at one point. I'm like, aim for the flat top. Like, I had all these as you can tell, all these movie scenes going through my head. I imagine like what the ants were all saying to each other, like, get down, get in the chopper. Like, hold on, she's got a weapon. Go back. Like, yeah, it was a whole thing for me yesterday. And like every time I thought I got them and stopped them from coming out of one area, nope, they popped up somewhere else. So that was like pretty much my whole day, just fighting the good fight. Like I said, it was touch and go there for a while, but I won. Anyway, guys, thank you all so much for watching and listening. I will have more for you because I guarantee with how incompetent they are, this is just the tip of the iceberg. Like this is just going to keep leaking out, keep leaking. That's what she said. Anyway, all right, I'll have more for you. Thank you all so much for watching and listening. Please like, please share, and subscribe. Please donate if you can. Love you all. Take care. Talk with you soon.